All right, hey, greetings, team. This is week 3 of our Witch Woods Girl Druid game. The scores are thus: we can see the Witch and the Druid are tied with 4 points. The Woods Girl has 3, so she's close behind. Pilgrim has died, so he's off the board. Um, so I think the Witch is going to investigate the young knight. So that means let's put him on the board. It's a random clearing. And so we'll see where it is, especially now because she has the Woods Girl gummed up in those caves as well. 7-3? Is that a 7 or is that die caught? I have no idea what's going on. We're gonna re-roll that. Oops. Well, we rolled both of them, I suppose. Did that just do that again? Okay. So that D10 needs a there we go. The 10-4. It is the ruins 4. So the ruins 4. We'll put the swirly up there. Equals young Nigget. Done. My Monty Python reference for the day. There you go. So, well, that's close for sure. It's not the worst. Certainly not the best, but I figure she needs to get that out the door here and get moving. And I'm thinking she's also going to burn the gray source. It's useful, but not super useful for her. So she is going to burn those cards so that she can draw cards at the end of the day today. She'll have to figure out what she's doing with her move. So yeah, we're going to hide, move into ruins 1. The Woods Girl is going to search again, trying to locate this passage so she can get her navigator completed. And then we'll see what the druid does. So on day 15, we roll the big die there. We get spiders and imps. And it is the witch first. And so on. Her familiar is going to pop right up there. And then she is going to hide. She blows it. And moves up there. And does anything appear? I do not believe anything appears, so she is safe. The druid. Patter's gonna pop again. We're gonna get another spider again. Well, that's true. We don't really care. Druid moves. Druid's going to hide. He does. He moves back in, and he is going to roll to locate the hermit. 2. Okay. And we're going to use that damn nudge, which we had. So, perfect. This is perfect. So this nudge is fatigued. He knocks the 1 die down by 1. That becomes a double 1s. He will choose to locate. He does locate the hermit. So he's going to score his VP for the hermit. So druid scores on day 15, which I just use an X to indicate I'm not actually writing the move down. Hermit doesn't do anything else for him. It will remove curses for $5 though. Druid doesn't care. He's fine. He's good to go. And spiders sort of crawl right up on there, which they already are. And so he's done. That's his day. Woods Girl searches twice. She is hoping for She's hoping for a big 3, 2, or 1. She does not get it there. Maybe there. Yes. And so she finds 2, 3 caves. And I'm going to write here navigator and put 1x. She has done one of the 3 that she needs to do. And does anything appear? Nothing appears there. So as day 15s go, you know, it's a start. Not super eventful. Now, the witch could. So I will say this. There's a tremendous troll there. A tremendous troll is not as awesome as is 100% not as awesome as the tremendous flying dragon to grab. Because of its slow fight time, it often has a hard time actually taking any of these guys, these little guys on. I might still grab it as that's going to give her relative impunity to march through, uh, the world here. I might. I'm not 100% sure. And technically, she can carry heavy. She can carry stuff too if she needs to. Um, and as the tremendous troll, she should be able to kill the young knight. So that's going to score her point if she can kill the knight. Scratch my belly off camera, I hope. I'm just doing this, and you guys are like, "What? What's he doing under there?" Just scratching my belly. Hopefully, no one saw that. Well, I have to expose my dad bod belly to YouTube. We'll save that for Twitch. And I think so. I think okay. So I think that I have no idea what I want the familiar to do. I think I'm going to have the familiar just move up and peer. I think our witch is going to check her chits. Is a 4 and a 6. That is not super fast, by the way. Can anything in there do tremendous damage to her? Can anything accidentally kill her once she absorbs? No, those guys can't. I don't think the trolls can either, right? They do heavy damage, but they can't do the big damage. So if she goes in and absorbs, then she wins. In the sense that she can't be killed by anything in that clearing. Now her guy can be gutted. her poor dude can totally die, but I don't think she needs him at that point. So I think what she is going to do is, and does she even need to hide? Really, if she just alerts this 6 chit, walks in there, casts it, poof, she's a tremendous troll. She can hit it as as well as she can. I mean, she might not kill any of those guys, but she can certainly try. She has like a 1/3 chance each round. So that's 2/3 of missing and 2/3 of missing. It's a 4/9 chance of missing twice. So about 50-50 of having the combat absolutely end in 2 rounds after she absorbs. So that's why it's not the ultimate catch. I still think that the ultimate catch is a tremendous flying dragon. And the reason the ultimate catch is a tremendous flying dragon is that because she gets 2 attacks instead of 1 because she has her body and this. And that head is incredible. It's an incredible attack. T3 is certainly enough to kill most things. And so that's the gold standard. But we sort of missed the boat on that, to be honest. And we're sort of, and I mean, this guy's not terrible either, um, but he's a lot slower. Whereas this is fast. Yeah, it's the gold standard for absorb, in the base game. This is sort of the B tier absorb, or the A. We'll call it the A tier absorb. This is the S tier, right? We're gonna do the and this is the A tier. I think we'll take the A tier right now. We waited in that deep woods tile for a long time, and as a 1 in 6 chance only coming up, let's not worry about that too much. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna waltz in there. No hides. We're just going to, I mean, we can hide if we want to. I don't care. 2 hides, an alert, and then move into the tremendous troll. And we are done. That's what she is going to do. So the woods girl has finally found this, and can she spend 2 more days moving through the caves? 1, 2. Because this would be a great hex to finish up her navigator on right here. So I think she is going to do that. The only caveat is what's in the shrine. Is anything left in the shrine? 5. There are 3 treasures in the shrine. A lot more than in the Horde. And we still don't know where the damn altar is. And it's getting increasingly likely that it is in a pretty one of these hard to reach hexes here. So the option is to making the assumption the witch is going to go up here, walk out and hope that she can go up there and kill some stuff, and maybe you can go up there and kill some stuff with her. You can help out, sort of that momentary truce, right, and get your crap back. The other option is to walk 1 day, 2 days. I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk the 2 days. So she's going to go to caves 6. So move cave 6, and she is done. The druid still does not have to write his turn. The druid is definitely going to get out of dodge and definitely needs to re-up his quests. So that's our goal. So this is day 16 now. Let's get a roll for day 16. It looks like dragons finally popped, and of course the witch is nowhere down there. It's a little sad. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what's what. Who's going to move? It is the druid. It is the witch. It is the woods girl. The druid goes 1, 2, 3. He's going to hide because he doesn't want to be in there too much, and he is hidden, and he's done. The witch, 2 hides. She succeeds. She alerts a chit. She's going to alert this magic 6. I like to just, put it like that maybe. So she is alerted and ready to roll. That's a ×0 chit now. Awesome and fast. And the woods girl, hopefully, yeah, she just goes, and let's take a quick look. Did anything pop? No, nothing here. Nothing here. And, of course, nothing down there, although we do have to check. The inn and the large campfire is the company, and no one's near the inn or the large campfire. So let's do this fight. This is sort of the interesting one. So let's go to the witch. And Witch has a lot of dudes here in, and we'll actually drag someone, and she does have a hireling, or not a hireling, a follower. So the witch is hidden. There's actually no one on her sheet. And so let's take a look at his situation here. If any of these guys flip, this guy is golden to kill them. But he is going to remain hidden. The witch is going to cast on the troll. So that's going to employ that in magic, fatigue that. This back on there. And theory, she's still hidden? Since she is ambushed. But she has absorbed the tremendous troll. So she is the troll. I would love to be able to drag and we don't need to be that clever, I suppose. Although she can play both the chits in different spots, so that's something to note, right? That is something to figure out. So what I will do in the meantime is when I need to fight, I will just flip these chits over a little bit just to indicate that they are whatever the speed, to look at this thing here. So that brings us to round 2. And we've fatigued, so we're technically round 1 in terms of that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to lure all of these. I'm going to have my guy lure this guy. So we're on our own sheet here. And this guy is on his sheet. These guys are all going to be on our sheet. And none of them can actually harm her. So I'm going to play, well, I mean, I can literally flip those. That sort of works, I think. And we're going to, I mean, it barely matters. Unless he flips. Nope, still barely matters. I'm going to take one of these goblins, and we're going to attack it. And then we're going to play our move right there. And again, in this case, that doesn't matter because she is not killable by anything on this board right now. So she's going to target this first goblin and hope that we intercept. This guy's going to target one of the goblins and hope that he gets a lucky roll there. So let's roll this combat and see how far she gets before the combat ends. So the roll to reposition is a 6. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring this box, this box, come on. This box goes down. Everything else shifts up, which it does. We have to roll to flip every single box. And now she cannot undercut anything. 1, that's first box, second box flips. Third box does not flip. So let's go down here. Now, none of these actually work. And she's transformed. So here where we're playing, let's roll to reposition the bad guys. Bad guys do the same thing. He goes down there. Let's roll to flip him. He does not flip. So it looks to me as though everyone's going to miss this round. And everybody does miss this round. So we play the same chits as we did before. Put him there. And we're actually going to hit the same way as before. So we're going to... and we'll just leave them like this. That's fine. It's always a third chance anyway. It's not. You're not losing anything. So let's roll this die and see where we end up. It looks like a 6. And so what happens is that we flip everything up. So up, down, and up. So we are also going to miss again. Now these guys are hitting us every damn time. He can only do heavy damage, and we are a tremendous creature. So barely matters. But let's roll to see if everybody flips. That's a non-flip for box 1. Box 2 is going to not flip. And box 3 is going to flip. So we got 2 of the heavy trolls out and about. Down here, let's see how this goes. 4. So everybody's going to stay exactly where they are. Let's take a quick look here, and no one flips. So now, in this case, so this is good. In this case, this guy goes first. Or, well, he goes first. He has an attack. He goes. He does medium damage. Light Star, this is a medium goblin. Intercepted. That goblin is killed. So for the next round, we are going to lure him. The tremendous troll lures everyone else because he can't be killed. I suppose we're largely hoping that our goblin's going to kill all the goblins. I mean, I suppose it's going to work. We're going to target the... And you know what? In that case, we're going to target this troll. I'm going to let these goblins go. If the goblin's going to kill all the goblins, we'll kill the trolls and be done with that. So, let's roll to see the reposition here. 4. Everybody's going to line up exactly where they are. Does the first box flip? It does. Does the second box flip? It does not. Does the third box flip? It does. Oh, it did. And then I flipped everything because I still had those selected. So let's come down here. Goblin repositions. He repositions to a 5, which means he's moving down 1. Does he flip? He does not flip. So let's see what happens. We line up with this troll. We both attack on a 4. He does medium damage to me, which is not going to kill the tremendous troll, which we kill it. So that's our second kill of the day. And where the hell are these kills? Because we already tapped a goblin. Did I lose my goblin? Pretty sure I did not. I'm pretty sure I had a goblin here somewhere, right? Oh no, now I've gotten into this goofy state. Okay. I'm going to put this here for now. Sorry about this. This is going to move off of there. This is going to move there-ish. Move this whole thing down. It's there. Tremendous troll goes. Oh, God. Frickin' A. Yep, that is the joy of... We're going to clone it and put it there. And then delete this one. Move that there again. Ugh, God, that's annoying as crap. Now the only problem I'm having is where's my goblin that I killed? I swear to you, he was there. Did I not move him off? Were there only 3 goblins? I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, so yeah, okay. So we actually one of these goblins is there, and he's the first kill of the day. The troll's the second. Well, I'm sorry about that. That took forever to determine that I was being a dummy. So we're now left with a. Oh, geez, I thought I locked this card. Tabletop Simulator is awesome. Sometimes it's not awesome, is really what it comes down to. I'm locking the damn card. Okay, card is locked. We're going to put this guy here and target it. Goblin is still dealing with this guy here, which he missed last time. So, but we've killed someone, so we're still on the first round. And our stats, locked card, our stats are still 4 and 4. So, let's roll to see where these goblins and trolls end up. 2. So 2 stays the same. These guys move. Now we're going to roll to see which boxes flip. This one doesn't. This one does. So that troll is flipping over. Now we bring the dice down here. We roll to see where this goblin ends up. 3. 3 stays the same. These 2 guys switch. Does this goblin flip or not? He does not. So we're going to miss everything. And now it is the second round. So it is the round where we would have to fatigue or whatever. Ideally, we kill one of these guys. So nothing of interest has happened. We're going to move this guy here, and we're going to roll to see where these guys all go. 4. They're all going to stay where they are lined up at now. 5. The first box doesn't flip. The second box flips. Now that's a little dicey. First off, he doesn't hit me this round. Secondly, he only does heavy damage still because of the troll's armoredness. This guy is going to go. Where does he end up? He ends up 5, which means down. Does he flip, though? He does not flip at all. So this guy's going to miss. We're up here. This guy gets intercepted and killed. So that's another kill. We're now going to hope to line up on that guy, effectively. Now it's a little dicey. My guess is we're not going to complete this fight. So this guy, it's up, so he goes down there. Does he flip? He does. Down here. He goes, it's a down, so he shifts down. Does he flip? Can only hope. He does not flip. So, okay. So that's round 1. Round 2. Can I lure the goblin onto my sheet and then lure... Can I switch? Large is what it comes down to. Where's combat? Blah, blah, blah. Encounter step 132. So let's go to 130-ish. Let's look at luring. Each hireling can lure one attacker and put the hireling luring... Right, okay. The hireling who is luring is the defense... Right, sure. Can take monsters and unhired natives onto his chart. Right. Any unhired natives in clearing. Assign other characters. Place one of the target box. Sure. Cannot remove denizens or put denizens. Hired natives, hired or controlled monsters, denizens that are assigned to hired natives, and dark side up, tremendous monsters cannot be lured. So it looks like we cannot actually move these guys switch off because that would be the winner, right? But we're not going to do that, and we can't. And so we're on round 2 now, and now we just need to roll and see if we can get lucky here on this second round. So we roll. 1 stays the same. And does he flip? He does not flip. So that's good on the witch. Let's roll this. This guy. 6 stays the same. And these, he goes down. Does he flip? He does not flip. So up here, it looks like I'm going to hit this guy and get lucky. So he's our 4th kill of the day. And now we're going to be on our natives chart here. Just like that. So it looks like we might finish this combat out. So we're going to roll. Okay, hold on. Okay. So let's move this die down. So let's roll. 3. So 3 stays the same. These 2 switch. Does he flip over? He does not. I'm going to catch that last guy. So that was a sweet fight for the witch. The witch is going to get 1 point plus 10 points. So that's 11 points plus 15. So that's 26, 30, 35 prowess for that kill. 35 prowess for that kill. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth the absorb. So that is pretty exciting for her. And that is, I think, the end of day 16. I don't have anything else. Let's look at the rest of day 16. Is anything else going on in day 16? I don't think it is. Oh, we got our... So this guy, I mean, he's hidden, so we're going to assume that everything's fine there. He's going to turn in all 3 of his quests and pull 3 new ones. So the druid does, and the witch actually gets 2 quests too. So she's going to pull 2 quests. And the druid pulls 3 quests. So the witch gets an event, which is find a bow. And that is in Flutter. And she gets damsel in distress. And that could either be in the horde or the lair, depending on which one is ready to roll here. The druid picks 3 new quests. I will save that in a minute to show. The druid picks 3 new quests. He has Ghost Hunter. The monastery appears. And the gift exchange. We'll save that and that. And let's take a quick look now also. So if we pull up our scores, what we'll see is the witch now takes the lead for prowess because she just scored. So now that puts her at 6 points. Drops the woods girl with 2 points. And that's a big shift. So I think that was a good move on her part to to just go and swoop in and grab the troll, even though the troll's probably not the meta alpha absorb. It was a great absorb. Her her goblin follower acquitted himself very well, and now we actually have so we look at these guys, and though these guys, you know, are tough, they could. That's a dangerous fight, even for the tremendous troll. So this is a little dicier, right? There's enough of them, and I think all 6 are out. So there's enough of these guys that they could line up on her, even in troll form, and flip and kill her. So it is unlikely that she's going to be able to actually finish that in the way she would like, which sort of sucks. She can hit them first, and she can undercut them on the tremendous side. So I mean that's great. But that's still a super lucky fight because she's still going to have at least 5 of them on her sheet. And I'm playing with the scoreboard up again, so thankfully I didn't do a bunch of moves. I was just contemplating what this battle was going to look like, and that's a dangerous fight for the tremendous troll. Probably we actually don't bother. And she could care less. She couldn't care less about finding a bow, really. And damsel in distress is fine. I suppose she could run to the horde. The problem with the giants is actually that the giants are not non-trivial fights for the tremendous troll also, because they can line up on her pretty good. So she has to be very, very careful about about even fighting a giant or 2 giants. 2 giants would be super depressing, I think. And beyond that, the tremendous troll cannot kill the giant in one fell swoop. Again, that's one of the reasons the tremendous troll is a little bit not the best for her. So I would argue what she needs to do here is does she know ruins 1 to 5? She doesn't? I have to admit that's vaguely surprising, just given the fact she has the familiar roaming around all over the place. Oh, and I didn't do a familiar move for her, so I think that's my fault. So I think we're going to move the familiar back down here. So as the move 1, and then he will peer 3 times to try to locate that, and we'll see if he does. That's no. 1, 2, and 3. So he does not. The familiar doesn't find that. Because I would love to get here and sort of re-up her situation in terms of her chits. This is not a good scene right now because she does have the fly chit still. She can still get away, but she doesn't have a chit to her name to reactivate the absorb. But she could run if she needs to run. So what I'm gonna do is, but she can't run from those goblins unless she flies. So we're gonna hide once for sure. Hide once. We're gonna rest once. We're going to spell X and spell, and our familiar is going to do 4 searches to try to get the pier done. The woods girl, depressed at how this has gone for her. She is going to move too. I think she's going to blind move into the deep woods. Move, deep woods, and she is done. The druid still doesn't have to write his move, and I don't think he's gonna sell to. He's not gonna sell that away. It's super powerful, but he does want to look. I don't think the witch is gonna put damsel in distress out. I think she's gonna sit on it, but that's a lot of cards to sit in her hand. Monastery is Mountain 6, which sucks for him, actually. Where the heck is Mountain 6? It's not super far. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have put on Mountain 1. That'll be the new. Well, it's a mistake, right? Should be Mountain 1. A special pilgrimage to the monastery. You get a point. The monastery does stay there forever and get you. You are on a special pilgrimage, so you arrive. So I think so. There you go. So okay. Um, so the witch has her move. The druid at least has planned his move, and I think the woods girl has hers too. So I think we're good for day 17, I believe. Day 17. Let's get a monster roll for 17. It's a 3, so we're back to goblins and so on. Goblins, a lot of goblins are dead. But we might have a hard time here with the witch. So let's see who goes first. Is the witch, by the way, and the druid, and the woods girl. So the witch is hiding once, I believe. Yeah, she hides once and rests. So let's roll her hide and hope for the best. She does hide, so she is hidden. Well, let's do the dude first. The kitty. 1, that's a miss. Needs a 3 or less. Nope. 2 is a miss. Third pier is a miss. The fourth pier is a miss. So she hid. She is going to rest once to pull this back, and then spell X and spell to flip it. Unfortunately, she is going to bring goblins into her square right there. That's actually a good thing because now she can go face off against the young knight alone without having to deal with all those guys. So that's probably better for her. So the druid is going to investigate the monastery. The monastery goes, he doesn't. The monastery is in Mountain 1. So that'll be the blank equal monastery. So the blank is the monastery up in Mountain 1. Let's make that bigger simply because it's actually non-trivial to see. I'm actually going to, that blank is a terrible idea. Let's pull 5. There you go. So we'll do red. 5 is the monastery. Or we're attacking the Death Star, one or the other. So the druid can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And go right there. And now There's red 5. There's our monastery. And he can make that in a couple days. He actually has all the mountains done, so he can actually get there pretty quick. For gift exchange, he's looking for the Bashkars or the Lancers, both of which are a little bit dicey at the moment. That's his move. The Woods Girl is taking a naked move out to the deep woods, and she does have to pay attention, or maybe she doesn't, because Patter will bring spiders, but there are no goblins to come, so she's actually makes that. She's fine. Is there a fight? Only if the witch decides it's a good idea to fight these guys. I think we have already established that would be terrible. So, so not happening. Done. All right. So can she tag this knight? She totally can tag this knight. So she is going to. She's going to move out of the clearing. So she's going to move into. What is that? That is 4. She moves into ruins 4. She is going to hide in case the goblins show up. Then she's going to spell X and spell again. Because she's not going to absorb anything. She wants another black when she uses this black here if she needs to during the fight. So that is her move. The familiar searches until he can locate that, appear that path. The Woods Girl is going to hide once. She's going to search 3 times. She can at least pop Navigator if she gets any of those searches to be a 3, 2, or 1, and she'll see what otherwise happens to her. So this is day 18, and we are rolling a monster roll for day 18. There it is. It is 3 again. We've gotten an inordinate amount of goblins in the game. So let's see who goes first. It is the druid first, and the druid is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just walk right up there. Howl's not going to do anything in this case, and we are done. The witch, first off, the familiar is going to peer once, twice, 3rd time, and he does. Finally finding Ruins 1-5. I'm so surprised we don't have that already. I might have just forgotten to mark it. Who knows? But he found it again, if that's the case. She wants to avoid at all costs the goblins with greatswords. She moves into the other thing. She hides, fails, actually, and then spell X and spells. Oh, that's bad for her, actually. She does turn that. But goblins are up again, so guess what? These guys roam, and they just are like, "Yep, we are following you, old lady." And they follow her right in. She's not going to get. And the young knight is going to attack her. She meets the young knight. The young knight is going to fight her. So she is sort of stuck at the moment. Woods Girl is going to hide first. She does. And now search. That's once. Let's roll that twice. No, 3 times. No, she fails every flippin' time. And no goblins are there to walk on her, so she is done. She's hidden though. uh so I mean she literally is there's 7 dudes here. She could go tremendous, but then as soon as any one of these and she's fine until they flip. And if a whole crowd of them flips, then she's in a whole host of trouble. So I think she is going to get out of dodge. She is going to fly, so she's going to burn her fly chit to run away. And she is going to fly to this hex over here. To the Bad Valley. That will at least allow her to probably figure out what her next move is. I don't think anywhere else is as good. But she had to get out of dodge. Like that was quickly becoming a bad situation. um so do we have an index here? Let's look at flying real quick. Flying 98. Flying. Blah blah blah. Do the fly activity, blah blah blah. When he flies instantly on head and abandons his transmorphize sources. Oh, I do have to keep the. Oh, by the way. Yeah, we left behind our follower, so we do have to. We're looking for rule 838 E 838 E. Flying away. When he flies away, he ignores non-flying move times, so that's cool. Instead of moving in a roadway, he's put in the tile and half an adjacent tile of his choice. He must start his next turn with a fly phase to fly into either tile and land. Um, even if his flying values vanished at midnight. So there you go. So that's what I wanted to know. So she ends up here flying, and she will end up somewhere in here tomorrow. Okay, let's figure out our day then. So she's going to now the crappy thing is, she's sort of out of she's out of magic chits, right? Unless I that one chit is tied up, so she could expend one or whatever to recast fly. And broomstick, that's fine. The soldiers are a little dangerous. That guy is the dangerous one. Oh, and I still actually need the rest of the fight. So this is humorous-ish. So, I mean by humorous, I mean horrible. So we're going to take that chit and this chit back. And this guy gets to fight all 6 of these goblins. So let's quickly see how that goes for him. Probably not ideal. We're going to put one on. It's pretty much a 2/3 chance that he is killed, and a 1/3 chance that he is not killed. So he is going to target that guy. He's going to target him on either side will do. He largely just wants to make sure he's not undercut by their 5s, which he's not, and he can still kill them. So he's going to roll on a 1 or a 4. He gets a 5, so he is killed. So these guys come up, smash him. He's dead. These guys all remain in the clearing. She loses her follower, which you knew was going to happen, but that follower cannot run, so yeah. So that means the young knight is actually still in play. So someone else could still grab him. Let's go grab the follower now. It's our buddy, and he is dead. Doesn't lose any notoriety or anything because he was a follower and not a hired native. She has no fly chit. She is going to execute. First thing she's going to do is execute a fly phase. She's going to execute a fly phase to fly to the valley. Then she's going to expend the black magic there and fatigue that. So she'll expend a rest. And 2 hides just in case she ends up with the soldiers. So that is her action. I hate to say it, but the Woods Girl, once again, is hiding and searching because, as we all figured out, and then the Druid gets to move with impunity to complete his task. And for our day 19 here, let's roll a monster roll, and maybe it won't be a 3 again. It is a 3 again. We got a lot of 3s. So who's going to go? The witches first, and then the druid, and then the woods girl. So let's take the witch. She is there. Where does she end up? We'll re-roll. She ends up in 1. Bam! She is right there. She lands there. She immediately expends black magic. That fatigues that chit. She's going to rest it, though. Next thing. And then she's going to hide twice, which is not going to matter since nothing's going to attack her. But she fails once and succeeds once, so she is hidden there. And she's done. The druid, move. He hits up the monastery. So that's going to score him a point. Done. So we're going to score a nice little point for the druid on day 19, I believe. Yeah, day 19, the druid's going to score another point. That's giving him a total actually of 4 for cards, right? Did he score another card? I only have 2 here, which is a little weird. I scored treasure cache, right. So it's at some point I will learn to write these down to make sure that I know what I've got going. So he does score the monastery. So that is cool. um Oh, and he scored the hermit. So he scored the hermit. He scored the monastery. And so yeah, so he is actually rolling pretty well as far as the score goes. The card. So he can toss that card, and he will get a card at the end of the day, which is Deep Diver Loot from the Pool. So let's take a quick look. Actually, before we so yeah, that's his day 19. We do have to do the Woods Girls day 19. Sorry, I'm not quite. So she's gonna hide one. So she's unhidden for. She hides with one die, and she does. And now she's going to hear 3 times. Once it's a fail, twice succeeds. So she gets Deep Woods, all the Deep Woods hitting to 4 in. So bam and bam. That kicks off Navigator. So she's going to get a point for Navigator. Finally scoring one, by the way, on day 19. And she actually gets to mark off 3 more paths. So I do suppose that's a good question, is what does she want to shoot for? I think she's going to mark Ruins 1-5, Cavern, and all the ones in the cavern on the green side. So Ruins 1-5, and then the cavern on the green side. And she is done. So she has completed Navigator. The Druid has completed Monastery. So there you go. So that's our day. Let's check our scores also. At the end of 19. At the end of 19, the Witch has 2, 2, and 2 still, so she has 6 points. The Woods Girl has scored a point in cards, a point in prowess, and a point in gold. So she is 3 points in. And now the Druid has scored 4 points in cards, 2 points in gold. So he is 6 points in also. So it is 6 to 6 to 3, still sort of neck and neck here as we try to figure out what day 20 is going to look like. So the Woods Girl is going to draw Goblin Horde, and she's okay with Goblin Horde. So let's take a look. So Druid in Monastery, the Druid is actually going to do Deep Diver, which is to loot from the pool. The Woods Girl is going to close out Navigator finally for Goblin Horde. And we still have what we have for the Witch. It's going to be day 20. So we're almost at the end of the week. And that last week gets dicey because you're going to have people trying to figure out if they can sell and so, right, and so on and so forth. You have a little bit of that. I don't love Ghost Hunter for the Druid at this point. I mean, he could certainly, head back and he could probably kill a ghost or two. But what's the Witch's plan? So the Witch is here. She's got a spell. Oh, end of day, by the way. So there you go. So end of day, the Witch is going to go into combat and cast too. So there you go. So she now has a fly, but she's out of magic. So where does she want to head? Locate the cairn looks like it's going to be a rough haul, frankly. The company would be great. And she can certainly get there. The company would be great to get to. Or, barring that, the rogues. Um, I mean, she can locate the cairn better than anyone else because she's, but because she can fly wherever. So she certainly has that option also. Having said that, if she could sell, so if we look at her, if she could sell, say, the Regent of Jewels for 67, then, I mean, that's a winner right there. She's going to pull into gold. She's going to have the most gold. And, you know, I don't know how that looks for the rest of the weeks for anyone else to make to get that done. So she might fly to here. This gives her 4 good. Oh, actually, she should fly to here because there's no way to hit a bad clearing up. So 1, 2, 3, fly, fly, fly. Maybe 1 hide, 3 flies. So 1 hide, fly, fly, fly to the inn. Now she wouldn't necessarily land in the inn, but and then yeah, that's going to waste a day or 2 for her, but she could make that sale. And then the question is, or is she better off waiting and trying to make the sale later? Is really the question. Um, is she better off? Is she better off slow playing? Getting something else done. I don't know because that would actually, if she got gold, that would give her 8 to 4 to 3. She'd be winning 3 of the 4 categories. Great treasures notwithstanding. I think that's what she's going to do. She's going to hide. She's going to fly to the evil valley, land in one of these 2 clearings, figure what else is going to happen there. In the meantime, her dude has found the ruins. He's going to move into the cavern. Move, cavern. Done. And so she is done with her plan. So the woods girl has goblin horde. So I think she investigates the goblin horde. And she could really use the goblin horde to appear somewhere awesome, like right next to her. Goblin horde, random hex and clearing. 5 axe goblins, 1 sword goblin. So, she's going to roll that right now. 5, 6. Frag 6. Well, that just sucks. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A single sword goblin. Oops. A random horse that we don't actually want at this point. And it is Crag 6. Done. So that is the horde. The horde is out there, ready for anybody. You probably could make a case for traveling up there. And, well, I mean, the witch could rewrite her move. Fight the 1 sword goblin. Kill the axe goblins, grab the warlock, make her way down, score 2 points there, maybe, right? But that sword goblin's still dicey. If he flips first round, So let's just say if he flips first round, he still has a longer weapon. He would still kill her on the first round. So let's not even do that. And we don't have a lackey anymore to go to it. So we'll keep her move exactly where it is. The Woods Girl. If she could get prowess back, that would edge her a little bit closer. So the Woods Girl is going to move. She's going to do naked, like I said, naked moves. 1, 2, 3, 4 into Ruins 5. Move, 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 Ruins 5. And she is done. And the Druid does not have to write his move. So that's awesome. And what we're hoping for is pretty much not a 3, really. We got a 4. So we got some giants and some trolls. And let's see who gets to go. We got the Druid first and the Witch. And what is the Druid's plan? The Druid would love to see the Bashkars or the Lancers. For now, he's going to move down the hill. Maybe try to loot the pole, frankly. So he moves down the hill. He is done. The Witch moves her familiar up here. And she's going to fly, fly, fly to there. She has to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll roll a 50-50 chance. 1, so she lands there. And technically she hides, so she will do that now. But I don't think it's going to matter. She fails. Nothing appears. The Woods Girl goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Bones. Nothing's there to appear. Only the vault draws on there. So she has moved and she is done. And that is our day. So it's going to be day 21 now. The Witch will hide. She will move into the inn. She will trade and trade. Actually, she's going to rest, spell X, and spell. So just to get her stuff back for the day. And the Woods Girl, who's found Ruins 1-5, is going to hide, move. And she is done. She's going to go take those goblins out. And if she can get lucky and take some of those goblins out, she could also grab the knight, which the Witch missed, and score a point there. So I think we're ready for day 21. Whatever we roll right now on day 21 is going to come off the board. 3. Well, that's intriguing. All the goblins come off the board. And all the goblins res. So the sword goblins come off the board. Ugh, okay, I just totally screwed that up. Boom, 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 boom. These guys come also. Everybody comes back. And in fact, hold on, we also get, and we didn't actually probably do this before, the wolves also come off the board, and the ogres come off the board. So again, another mistake. I do apologize. So all that crap comes off the board. I believe the patrol comes off the board. So that is, a totally resurrected little crowd there, but we're still on 3s. So we're gonna do the witch first. I'm gonna have him move 1, 2. He's gonna. Well, actually, you know what? He's gonna peer twice. There you go. Because what's the peer table look like? That's my fault. I should have wrote it. I'm actually. I'm gonna cheat. I won't even. I'm not gonna even write him. We're hoping for like a 5 or something. 4 is hidden enemies. That's not good. 1, 2 clues. That's what we want. We actually just want to see what the hell's in here. It is smoke and the lost city. So we're gonna get everything. So done. The witch herself is going to rest up and flip one of these chits to black. So she actually has recourse against the rogues if she needs it. Now the rogues have 1 or 2 heavy hitters. That guy's a beast. Yeah, those guys are dangerous. Even to the troll, they are dangerous. So she is done, and she's rested up. The druid is, again, on day 21 here. Hold on. Is trying to get to the pool. So the druid goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll just move to there, but he doesn't draw anything because he is the druid. So he just leaves all those chits dead in the water. And the woods girl hides twice, being in the ruins. Oops, she fails. And fails. That sort of sucks for her. And she walks on in. And the axe goblins attack. So end of day, she'll have to flee. She'll have to fatigue that guy and get out of dodge. She's not quite ready to take on the goblins without being in an ambush stance. So that is her day 21. Little bit of a whimper there. It'd have been way better had she hidden. She could have killed a couple, maybe got them all, maybe got lucky. It didn't happen. So where are we at? So it's the end of the week. Week 3 is over. I think the scores stayed the same. The witch still has the lead. 2 points of spells, 2 points of prowess, 2 points of cards. She's going to sell and she's going to steal the 2 points of gold from the druid. And so that's going to shift here very soon. So she's has 6 points and she's looking at 8 points potentially. The druid has 4 points in cards. He's looking to get a 5th very soon by looting the pool once. So that's great. But he's he's looking to lose a point for gold once the witch sort of sells her region of jewels. The woods girl is still, I don't say floundering, but she's looking to steal prowess back, potentially, with a big set of kills here, and then get the young knight, and that could bring her to 5 points. So we're really looking at a very tight game, very very fun actually for me. I hope you're enjoying watching it, but a very fun sort of tight back and forth battle here, between the druid who mostly plays passive but can move about the board pretty well. The witch who has a pretty straightforward game, but does have, but it's harder for her she has to get cards as well. You can only score 2 points in prowess. So as opposed to going, all out fame and all notoriety and killing everything on the board, which is great. There's not as much incentive to go that far, right? You only have to kill as much to keep you ahead in the race. Um, so this would be interesting. This last week is going to see a lot of points shift around. You know, the Woods Girl might be able to snatch prowess from the Witch. The Witch is likely going to snatch gold from the Druid. The Druid technically could try to snatch spells, although we'd have to see where he would do that because I don't. He could learn something at the statue. Um, the shrine's not good for him. We've not seen the altar, you know. So no one's seen a great treasure. As soon as you get a great treasure, you pop 2 points potentially. If no one else can get one. So I'm sort of fascinated to see how this ends up. Hopefully you are too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in a couple days to finish this off. Thanks.